Question number one. How should I address you?
Micaela. Uh, yeah. Or Mika.
Okay, Mika, how old are you? And what is your nationality? 15?
I'm 15 and I'm from Peru.
Okay. So question number two. What is your official language?
Spanish.
Okay. And what is your native language?
Spanish too, yeah.
Okay. Are there any other languages spoken in your country?
Yeah. We have like native languages, but I don't really speak them. We have like Quechua and Aymara and like a lot because there's like tribes.
So like dialects? Is it like a dialect then?
No, it's like another language.
Okay.
Like it's the native language of Peru. But before, like, because of colonization, we speak Spanish.
I get it. So how many languages do you speak fluently?
I speak English and Spanish.
Question number 7. Is English important for an individual in your country?
Can you repeat the question?
Is English important for an individual in your country?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in my school it is like they teach us, and we have like exams for it, like level exams, but it's not really important. Like a lot of people don't speak English.
It's just for formality's sake?
Yeah, I mean it's not. You don't need to.
So what language do you like speaking in?
I think I like speaking. I like speaking English sometimes. It's just easier.
Okay. So do you think a language other than English should be used as an international language?
I think people should learn Spanish more. I mean, it's kind of difficult, but it's worth it.
Okay. So that is all for our interview. Thank you for your time. And
Thank you.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Do you have any eating habits or rituals that are specific to your culture?
Nope, I don't have any eating habits that are specific to my culture. I don't.
Do you eat foods that are indigenous to your culture?
Yeah, I do.
What is the most important meal of the day for your culture?
For my culture, it's lunch. It's basically lunch. It's really important. Yeah.
What is the most important or celebrated holiday in your culture?
It is Diwali. Diwali is like there's stories behind the culture. So Diwali is when a god returned from his 14 some years of stay in the jungle. When he returned, they celebrated with they lit lamps and then they burst crackers and all that. So that's how we celebrate Diwali.
What is considered most respectful in your culture?
Respecting the elders, that is like really important, and if you do that, your value increases automatically.
In contrast to that, what is considered the most disrespectful act in your culture?
Disrespectful, I have to think about that because there are like really many things. So there is alcohol consumption, then there is addiction to gambling and all that, then there is like having extramarital or premarital affairs. That is disrespectful. Sorry, I can't speak. That is disrespectful too. So I guess having affairs is the most disrespectful among all these.
How important is culture in your family?
Really important. Like my mom is really cultured and religious. My dad is as well, and my sister. I am not that much. I'm not religious at all, and I don't think like I need to follow any culture. But yeah, it is really important. So I just do.
Are there roles of men and women specifically defined in your family?
Yeah, there are, but the norms are breaking and they're like not stereotypical, but there are rules, related to what a man and a woman should do to keep the family going and to sustain the family. There are roles.
Did you ever live with your grandparents or in an extended family?
Currently, I'm in a nuclear family, but sometimes I remember like 4 times I've lived with them when some guests were over. So like there was no space to sleep, so I had to go to their house and stay for the night.
Have you ever experienced racism?
No, I haven't experienced racism yet. I mean, I could in the future, but no, not yet.
Is there have a lot of businesses in your country?
Yes, there is have lot of business in my country.
Can you give me one example of this business?
Like last mile delivery solution company.
Who obtained the product?
The people option 8.
Did the product import to the other country?
No if is only in my country.
In your own opinion, did your country have a good businesses until now?
Yes, my country is have a business front until now.
Do your country have a good economic?
Yes, my country is have a good economic.
Should a mother and a father share parenting responsibilities evenly?
Yes, a mother and father should share parental responsibilities together. They should share everything together. If you're a family, you take the good, the bad, and the responsibilities, not just with your children, your financial stability, and everything about the family should be shared equally.
Thank you, Mr. Morrison, for your time. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Right. So taking all that attachment theory where they're really saying, look, as a person, as a young person, we develop these behaviors on people that we depend on, these attachment figures, these caregivers, these moms and dads, these other beings that are like big in our world. Well, we already know that culture is a body, right? You're here, hopefully, and you have digested the part of like cultural semiotics, cultures have bodies, cultures are bodies. Okay, so then what's culture? If culture is a body, what else is it? Well, I think to understand this is that we have these attachment relationships with all sorts of powerful figures and forces. So forces, not just beings that we can see and touch, but like entire landscapes of just events, right? So like a decade sort of has this like body to it, like the 90s, right? It's like a thing. So we have this with all sorts of relationships, right? We might have a secure attachment relationship with the 90s, but not the 80s or something. Right?
Actually, I think most people have an anxious and avoidant relationship. Like they don't want to go back, but they're really anxiously attached to nirvana.
And this makes a lot of sense when we start to talk about it in this fun way. You actually start to notice like, oh, right, I have these different kinds of attachment behaviors to powerful resources in my life or powerful figures, right? So I'm going to break down culture just a little bit and understand that like this is just a map, and maps are never 100% accurate, but we can use them to become more accurate.
Hi everyone, I'm Eden Bautista and I am a citizen here in Moscow, Russia, and I am here to answer your questions. Question number 1. Being a citizen in Moscow, Russia, have you switched religions? No, I am still a Christian. Question number 2. Is Christianity allowed in Russia? My answer is yes. Actually, Christianity in Russia is the most widely professed religion in the country. 3. Number 3. When was Christianity allowed in Russia? Actually, Christianity was apparently introduced into the East Slavic state of Kiev in Rus in 9th century, I think. Question number 4. Is Christianity the main religion in Russia? The main religion in Russia is Russian Orthodoxy. It is the largest religious denomination. Question number 5. How did Christianity spread in Russia? Christianity had penetrated Russia by the early 900s. Question number 6. Which religion is more in Russia? I think Russian Orthodoxy. Number 7. Do Russians believe in God? Yes, but their faith in God is different. Question number 8. What religion? Number 7. Do Russians believe in God? Yes, but their faith in God is different. Question number 8. What religion is banned in Russia? I think the activity of Jehovah's Witnesses are currently banned in Russia. Question number 9. Is there a freedom of religion in Russia? Yes, in Russia freedom in religion is in a principle a guaranteed right under the Constitution of the Russian. Question number 10. Is it not forbidden to marry a Catholic and Russian? No, because as I heard, like Orthodox churches, it allows marriages between members of the Catholic